We do have a couple lines open for you. 855-660-4261. Of course, if you want to purchase any of the longevity products you hear us talk about on the program, 866-735-2470. 866-735-2470 is the number for the Brightside Ben phone team. Okay, so first letter from Dorothy. Dorothy writes, "Hi Ben, love your show. Don't get it live in our area, so I listen to the podcast. I made changes in my diet based on the show. I really appreciate what you do. My father's a doctor, and he has been suffering horribly for many years with chronic sinus issues. It's so bad he wakes up with headaches every single morning, doesn't have energy. He's had 2 surgeries to try to remove nodes or whatever is there. He often gets sinus infections and has been on every antibiotic under the sun, and of course they don't work for him anymore. It's just awful seeing him suffer every single day. Ready for this, guys? He eats cheese and white crackers for lunch every day of his life. I think he has way out of control. Candida, could you tell me how to help him? Or perhaps talk about candida or sinus issues on your show." Okay. How interesting. This guy's a doctor. Now, hopefully he's not a medical doctor, although he probably is, because if he's a medical doctor, he should understand that if you have sinus infections, if you have fluid leakage anywhere in the body, this is a classic, iconic, textbook sign of an immune system activation. You guys, fundamental part of human biology. When fluids leak anywhere, think immune system. What happens is blood vessels will dilate, blood vessels will open up in order for immune cells to leak out and enter into the area that's being attacked. So whenever you have sinus infections or ear infections or fluid accumulations anywhere in the body, the first thing to think about is immune system activation. Now, he wakes up with headaches in the morning. Classic, again, sign of immune system activation. He's on antibiotics, so obviously they believe there's some kind of immune system activation. He's had surgeries to remove nodes. I'm assuming that means lymph nodes. Again, immune system activation. The lymphatic system is where the white blood cells or lots of white blood cells, immune cells, are located. This man is screaming, or this history is screaming, immune system, immune system, immune system. This guy's a doctor. This is not rocket science, you guys. If you see, you could do it yourself. If your kid has sinus infections, if you have allergies, if you have migraine headaches, if you have fluid leakage anywhere, focus on immune system activation. Now, he says, Dorothy says that her dad eats cheese and white crackers every day for lunch. He's probably eating cheese for dinner. He's probably having white crackers and white bread at other times too. This is a man who needs to have who needs to be focusing on the foods he's eating. I would also counsel this person to check bowel movements, to check for other digestive symptoms, and to use digestive support. Probiotics are a must-have, not just for digestive issues, but also for immune issues. Remember, the vast majority of the immune system, 80% of the immune system, is located in the digestive system. So just like fluid leakage goes hand in hand with immune system activation goes hand in hand with digestive problems. It's as simple as that. So Dorothy, tell your dad, number 1, focus on other digestive symptoms and link those up to foods. Focus on the fluid leakage in his head, the sinus infections, the sinus problems, and the migraine headaches, and then link those up to foods and eliminate those foods. Step number 1. That's always step number 1. Always step number 1 is look for symptomology and link it to foods, eliminate those foods. The second step is start to use digestive support. Probiotics are a must-have. Dorothy, get your dad some Biolumin Nightly Essence. Have him use 3 in the morning, 3 at night, and also check out the Beyond Organic products, Jordan Rubin's Beyond Organic Probiotic Cheeses. If your dad likes cheese, he may find that he can use the probiotic-laden cheese or probiotic-enhanced cheese from the Beyond Organic products. And also, as we've spoken before, the dairy products that you get from Beyond Organics have the active or the problematic protein eliminated. Jordan actually breeds cattle that produce milk and dairy that doesn't have this problematic protein. So he may be able to get away with if he loves cheese so much, he may be able to get away with eating this type of dairy, this type of cheese. Here's another thing about cheese, and I personally love cheese as well. Cheese, the main reason we like cheese is because it's got fat and it's got salt. So if you're a cheese addict and you know cheese is bad for you, try to get some other kind of fat in your diet. Use Celtic sea salt. You can mix the Celtic sea salt with fat. Try coconut oil with Celtic sea salt, and that may get you past your cheese cravings. It's not the cheese so much that we like as much as it is the fat and the salt content of the cheese. So replacing cheese with salt and with fat of some kind that you can do may get you over the hump if you've got a cheese problem. As far as white crackers go, I don't know how you're going to replace white crackers. There's no way to do that. Maybe rice crackers if some people can handle rice, but there's really no upside to rice crackers, and there's not necessarily any need for that. As far as candida goes, yes, he probably does have a candida infection, but you can't approach candida without approaching these other issues. If the environment for candida is conducive to candida, you're going to have candida. You can kill the candida all you want, but it's the environment, it's the terrain, it's the biochemical milieu that is conducive to candida or yeast or fungus or anything else, bacteria. Change the milieu, change the terrain, change the environment. All right? So I hope that helps you, Dorothy, and you're always welcome to give me a call or write to me. And actually, I'll probably give you a call. Dorothy put her phone number on here. Okay, next letter. My name is, hi, this is Betty. I have a question. I had breast cancer 10 years ago and had a double mastectomy, lymph nodes removed, chemo, and radiation. And you know why she had it? Check this out. It was estrogen-positive breast cancer, so they started me on tamoxifen. Took tamoxifen for about 3 years, got tested for the BRCA1 gene, and that came back positive. So this is a woman. Oh, there's more. So then I had to have a hysterectomy. As they said, the gene being positive, the chances of me having ovarian cancer were very high, such as 98%. This is a woman now who has no breasts and no hysterectomy, and it's not her fault. She got panicked and got scared into having her organs removed. All right, now, she had breast cancer, so she had a double mastectomy. I don't really even want to go there because I don't know what the breast cancer was, so we're not going to go there. But as far as the BRCA gene, listen up. You can have the BRCA gene, but that doesn't mean you're going to have cancer. Genes turn on and off based on the environment, just like our previous letter. It's the environment that counts. If you have a toxic environment, your genetics will reflect that, and this is where cancers come from. This woman also continues to say, I have vitiligo on 50% of my body. You don't get vitiligo on 50% of your body unless you have some major biochemical problems. Vitiligo is an autoimmune disease. That means that there's some kind of digestive involvement. Autoimmunity involves digestion. So what this woman needs to do, what Betty needs to be doing, is focusing on digestion, focusing especially on fat digestion. Now, as we said earlier, as we said in the last letter, probiotics are always important for the digestive system, but they're especially important for estrogen, and they're especially important for fat malabsorption issues. There's a very important relationship between bacteria in the gut and estrogen. Betty, start focusing on the digestive system. Start focusing on making sure that you're getting enough probiotics. Look for problem foods, and there's one more thing that you might want to do. Hang tight, I'll tell you what that is, and then we'll take your phone calls. I'm Pharmacist Ben. You're listening to The Bright Side. We'll be back right after this.
Americans have always been ready to defend, to serve, and to honor those who defended and are defending all of us. So this month, the Freeze-Dry Guy honors and serves Americans with our meat, rice, and potato sale. Our unit includes 4 number 10 cans of quality Mountain House cooked diced beef, ground beef, diced chicken, white rice, and 2 cans of FDG dehydrated diced potatoes. 158 servings per case unit. And during the Freeze-Dry Guy's meat, rice, and potato sale, get 1 case for only $1.79, 2 cases for only $3.55, or get 3 cases for only $5.15. And all come with lots of valuable freebies. For details, click freezedryguy.com and hurry. Sale ends soon. Go to freezedryguy.com or call 866-404-3663. That's 866-404-FOOD. Plus free shipping to the lower 48 states from the Freeze-Dry Guy. The finest freeze-dried and dehydrated foods available anywhere for long-term storage.
I will never forget the day my son Jeremy told me he hated me and slammed the door in my face. I'm behavioral therapist Janet Lehman. Behavior problems can turn the child you love and your life into a nightmare. That's why my husband James and I created the Total Transformation, the step-by-step program that shows you how to fix the worst behavior problems and get your child to respect and listen to you again. No matter what the behavior, defiance, backtalk, angry outbursts, disrespect, we can help you stop it. Now you can get the total transformation for free. All you need to do is get the program and let us know how it works for you. You can keep it forever for free.
Limited number of free programs available. Call now. 1-888-912-1595. 1-888-912-1595. That's 1-888-912-1595. 1-888-912-1595.
We live in a complicated society. Stressful issues are always popping up. Have you ever been treated unfairly by someone? Have you ever been overcharged for a repair? Have you ever signed a contract or a document? Worried about identity theft? How many times have you been in those unique situations where you just wanted to call an attorney to find out if you're right or wrong, or what your legal rights are? But every time you think about calling an attorney, what do you think about first? That's right. Who do you call, and how much will it cost? Our friends at Legal Shield have found a solution. With a nationwide network of 6,900 attorneys who average over 19 years of experience, Legal Shield's law firms take over 40,000 calls per week helping their members. For less than $20 per month, you can have access to Legal Shield on everything from the trivial to the traumatic. Let Legal Shield stand up for your rights at lsprotection.com. That's lsprotection.com. Or call 855-340-SAVE, 855-340-7283.
Results will vary from case to case.
This alert just came in. This special announcement is for business owners and leaders of organizations who've been waiting for the right time to build. General Steel has made it impossible to wait any longer with rock-bottom prices that could save you thousands. That's right, General Steel, America's leader in pre-engineered structures, is offering buildings at prices you will never see again. Don't miss these prices. A 50 by 100 for $35,000. You heard right. That's 5,000 square feet for $35,000. Manufacturers, if you need a larger building, try a 100 by 100 commercial building for $129,000. You can't afford to rent with these prices. Imagine a 70 by 100-foot church building for under $69,000. With the economy improving and interest rates still at historic lows, you can't afford to wait. So call 866-91-STEEL. Lock in your price now. Call 866-91-STEEL. That's 866-917-8335.
We all know that Berkey Water Purification Systems are the most trusted name in water filtration. As an authorized Berkey dealer for over 6 years and serving thousands of satisfied customers, the Berkey Guy offers amazing specials for Berkey Water Filtration Systems. The Berkey Light Systems include a set of self-sterilizing and recleanable black purification elements that purify water by removing chlorine, pathogenic bacteria, cysts, and parasites to non-detectable levels and remove harmful chemicals such as herbicides and pesticides. Order the Berkey Light System today, complete with 2 black Berkey elements for only $231, and the Berkey Guy will ship your order free of charge. With the purchase of a Berkey Light, the Berkey Guy is also offering a set of fluoride and arsenic filters for only $39.99. That's over 30% off the retail price. Call the Berkey Guy at 1-877-886-3653. That's 1-877-886-3653. Or order online at GoBerkey.com. That's GoBerkey.com today.
Free from the shackles of corporate America, we're the place for independent thinkers. GCN.
All right, welcome back to the Bright Side. Pharmacist Ben here, 855-660-4261. We got several lines open for you. Now's the time to get on board. If you haven't been able to get on board, now is the time, folks. I'm just going to finish up real quick with Betty and estrogen. Actually, anybody out there listening who's got estrogen problems, that means autoimmune problems, which oftentimes have an estrogen link, cancer issues, which oftentimes have an estrogen link, and PMS or menstrual cycle problems, which oftentimes have an estrogen link. Thyroid issues, by the way, also have an estrogen link. Fibromyalgia often has an estrogen link. Lots of stuff has estrogen links. So if you're dealing with any of these problems, PMS, menstrual cycles, breast cancer, fibromyalgia, autoimmune disease, all of these have links to problems with breaking down or metabolizing estrogen. Number one, think probiotics, good bacteria. There's a major relationship between gut bacteria, the bacteria that live in the gut, and our ability to process estrogen. This is why 90% of hypothyroid patients, 90% of autoimmune patients, 90% of fibromyalgia patients are women. Because oftentimes, because it's women that produce most of the estrogen. Men also produce estrogen, but of course, women produce much more estrogen. Now, estrogen itself is not necessarily a problem. It's the breakdown of estrogen, the production of these toxic forms of estrogen that accounts for problems. So keeping this from occurring is very